Hi, everyone, and welcome to Phonics today. We're going to go ahead and do some more with suffixes. And as we recall, the suffix is at the end of a root word. So let's go ahead and get started. You need to tear out pages 209, 210. And we're going to go ahead and first put your name at the top of the page. And the suffix ly means in a certain way. Softly means in a soft way. Add the suffix ly to a root word from the box and write a new word to answer the question. So remember, the suffix ly can be added to the end of any root word. Soft can become softly. So in this case, we have the root word, bright, glad, loud, soft. I can put an ly to there and it's in a certain way. How does snow fall? Well, the snow would most likely would fall softly. So I could write the word softly right along here for number 1. You'll use this word bank for these first 4, and then 5, 6, 7, and 8, you're going to use these 4 root words and add the ly to them. Remember, just like yesterday, you're not going to go ahead and leave a space between the root word and the suffix. It's all becomes one new word. On the bottom, it says, write a question of your own that could be answered with a word that ends in ly. Exchange questions with a classmate. You're not going to be exchanging any class questions there, but if you want to extend yourself, you could simply think of a word such as, let's use one of these words, slowly. If I was writing slowly in a sentence asking a question, I may simply ask, do you do your work slowly or quickly? Question mark. So see what you can do with that. On the back side on page 210, it says faster ends with the suffix er. Fastest ends with the suffix est. Look and listen for the suffixes er and est in the rhyme. Faster than the fastest train, swifter than a jet. Larry running from a bee is the quickest yet. A little bit of a hint when you're trying to decide if you need to use er or est. The suffix er is added to the root word to compare two things. Now, I like to look at it as er would be 2 letters, so that reminds me that er, 2 things that I'm comparing. The suffix est is added to compare more than 2 things. So est has 3 letters, so that tells me it's 3 or more. For instance, if you had the word small, the bug is small. That bug is smaller than this one. That is the smallest bug of all if you have a bunch of bugs. Compare the objects. Add er or est to the root word and write the new word. So if I'm looking at this first word, this little animal is small. This bird, though, comparing it to, looks kind of to me like a cat. If I'm comparing the bird to a cat, is it smaller or smallest? Well, it's just 2 things you're comparing. You're comparing the bird and the cat. So then I know I need to write the word small and add an er. So that's what you're going to do there. Then I'm looking at this really cute little tiny ladybug. And I have to compare that ladybug to the J and to the cat. If there's 3 or more, we said we'd use the est. So the ladybug is the smallest. Taking a look down below, it says add er and est to each root word. Write the new word. So if I'm taking a look, I'm simply going to be adding er to fast and then est, fastest. So I could say Mrs. Hughes or let's go ahead. Mrs. Hughes is faster than Mrs. Swint. But then I could say Mrs. Maltman is the fastest of the primary teachers. So I've compared 3 or more. Go ahead, finish this sheet, and then you're all set for today. So 210, 209. Enjoy the day, my friends. Bye-bye.